Hello, you guys there?
Yeah,
Yeah. So could you go through the examples? Mm,
yeah, not about only few.
mm-hmm. So how many could you go through?
Only up to like data type, the
Mm-hmm.
4 5.
But you had like quite some time, right? With the full weekend to yourself.
Yeah, I mean like, I work weekends, so I have weekdays like, so I can go
Mm-hmm.
from to.
Okay. How about you, Muzamal?
I did until the loops.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Omer?
Yeah, I was like till if else
Mm-hmm.
statement.
Mm-hmm. So three of you. Any doubts till now in any of the programs that were there? Guys, see, one of you is still if else, one of you is only till data types, and the other one is still for loop. I want you to be all on the same page, so everyone try to work as fast as possible through the examples. Okay. Yeah. So, any doubts till now? Till whatever you have gone through? Any questions? Couldn't you be able to understand any of the solutions that were given? It's okay. Come on. If you have any doubts, let me know. I'll just explain them. Nothing wrong. So I assume you three are clear on it. Am I right?
I think so.
Cool.
Yeah, kind of.
That's wonderful. Okay, so I'll go through this one topic today, like files. Okay, and then you can go back to your examples and practice, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so then dealing with files. Actually, why do we have to deal with files? Because our test data, when we are doing some test cases, we might have some test information, test data like username, password, and few other stuff in some sort of text pad. I mean the text documents, or you might have test cases in something like this. These are my test cases, and this is like if I want to run them or not. Yes, I want to run them all. So something like this. Or you might have a list of test cases and you want to write the result here. Pass fail kind of thing. Okay. So for that you have to deal with the Excel sheet. So you should be reading and writing into multiple files. You should be reading and writing into the same file, or it might be a different file. So to read the file, this is the most famous class that we will be using. To read any regular text file or any other file, in fact, like JSON or text or something. Okay, then this is something for writing it back to the same file or a different file. Okay, so for example, I have a file input.txt. Okay, in the same folder where my program is right now. Okay, this public class copy file, wherever this is, located desktop or any folder, C drive, D drive, anywhere. Okay, wherever it is in the same file, we assume there are files input.txt and output.txt. Okay, so we are getting this input.txt into a file stream in equal to new file stream input.txt indirectly. Okay, out, and read this output file as well. I mean, you're actually converting it into bits and bytes and keeping it in some variable. Okay, so if in is not empty, okay, in dot read gives the contents of the input file. Once I make sure that it is not equal to -1, that means it is not empty. If a file is empty, when reading it will throw up a number called -1. If it is not empty, it will just give the contents into the C, whatever C it is. Okay, so here we are taking int because this file is assumed to contain all sorts of int kind of, or no, so input is containing this text. Okay, when I say int, when I assign some in dot read to an integer, it will throw up -1 or 0 or 1, something like that, to indicate if it is blank or not. Okay, then I will write whatever C is into the output file. Okay, right. So if the input file is blank, it would do -1. Okay, then we have another class called file reader and file writer. Okay, you can just figure out the difference between those two classes, right? Yeah, so this is exactly similar to whatever we have done above. It's just the same. Okay, you can use both the classes to read. So the major difference is this reads bigger chunks of data, while file input stream and output stream reads only 1 byte. This reads 2 bytes. There is a major difference, but there are a few other differences which you can figure out. Okay, and then we have few other input streams. Okay, like system.in, system.out.println. System.out.println is very famous to you by now. It is used to just print. Okay, system.in takes input from the user. Okay, it's just like in and out. Then yeah, so these are all the input functions, input classes that we have. These are all the output classes that we have, with a little bit of differences between each of them. Okay, whatever it is there, this is how we are going to use each of them. Hello.txt, file input stream, or object input stream, anything, all of them we are going to use the same way. Okay, so if you want to open a file and push some content to it, you're going to use either file reader or file input stream in most of the cases. Okay, this is it about them. So after reading the files, it's like you open the file and you don't close it in your application, your operating system, your machine. Just the same way, you just have to close it. If it has some content. If it is null, you don't have to close it. If it is not null, then only you have to close it. If it is null, it means that the file does not exist anyway. Okay. Right. And yeah, that's it for now. Okay. So I want you to go till commonly used. Yeah, we have discussed this date, time, formatting and all. So go till here, commonly used Java classes. Go till the string tokenizer. Okay, all this. I know it's practically impossible to complete all these programs. There are a hell lot of them. Okay, anyways, we don't need all this bullshit from swing onwards. All we need is up to file IO mostly, but we also need the Java collections and data structures sometimes, which we can look into in the next sessions. But for now, go till the commonly used Java classes. Okay,
Do
go
you
to,
want us to go
yeah,
use Eclipse?
sorry,
Actually, you want us to use Eclipse and actually try to code these?
yes, you may copy them and run them, or you code them and then you compare it with the given solution, what was given over there.
Okay.
You understand what is given over there, why they are writing each of the statements.
Okay.
Like if you open the if else, comparative numbers, is quite a simple thing. So they given a class, cool, public static void main, then two numbers, and this is like comparison, and this is another comparison, another case in comparison, and then this is like equals. Okay, then you just have to understand each and every line of what it's over there. This is
Got
a
it.
basic if else statement. Like if the status is true anyways, so if true, status is true. It is always true. It is implied that it is true, so it would always print status is true anyways. Right, so something like this.
Okay.
So go through each of the examples up to string tokenizer. So this would help you understanding the existing code. Okay, you don't write every product from the scratch. You might have to take a handover of a product which is already written to half. Okay, so you might have to take a handover of such a product, like you're automating some product and someone has done half through it and you want to do the rest of it. So in such scenarios, you should have an understanding of what's going on, not only writing, but reading is also quite important. Like any other basic human spoken language, how we do read, write, understand, right? Three of them. So you should be able to do all those three with Java as well. It's quite easy because it's more or less in English, except that you don't make statements or sentences like we do. It's just quite easy with a bit of math. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so go through till here and we'll connect back tomorrow if you have any queries hereafter.
All right.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
So go through the differences between each of these input streams and output streams. Okay. Then we'll practice it later, like in file and IO section, we'll practice it. Okay. Yep. Then see you guys tomorrow.
Alright, bye.
I understand it's a short class, but it's more about you practicing the problems. Okay, so try to do them in Eclipse. Look how they will run. Look how they will print the output. Okay,
Okay.
bye.